them boys.
Whew. Day 2, Harv. I mean, a lot. There's a lot going on, man. These picks are coming off. They're flying off the board, man. It's like
they are. They're going quick. Like everybody knows what they want.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yesterday was a wild first round. Thank you all for tuning in yesterday, first and foremost. Hey, but today we got a special guest, right? We are talking with Rev from Preaching Sports Podcast, man. So let's bring
sir.
On board. Rev, welcome.
Welcome, Rev.
We made it. We made it.
Man, and we're getting really close, right? The Cowboys are up on the second round pick. I mean, what do you guys thought so far? I mean, Rev, tell us a little bit about you. I mean, we already kind of introduced you. We said, where we could find you as far as, you have your own podcast, but give us a little insight. Obviously, you're a Cowboy. You know what I mean? You can see the gear behind you.
Yeah, baby. Cowboys for life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Die hard. Been a Cowboys fan since 1990. And so we've been riding a long time, man. A lot of ups and downs, and love my boys, man. Love my boys. I'm all in. So, yeah, man. Got my family, a wife and 5 sons. Rev is Rev's a nickname. So I'm obviously a pastor at a church. So been full time in the ministry for about 10 years now. And yeah, man, life's good, brother. Just got done building a house, and now we sitting here watching the draft, watching it with my boys Jerry and Javi. Man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Appreciate y'all having me on.
We appreciate you working with us, man. We've been seeing. Hey, if you guys are on TikTok, make sure you go follow Rev. I love it.
Yeah,
Rev,
go follow Rev, man.
Rev gives you a face, gives you instant reactions. He even challenges his own, your co-host, right? Coach, right?
Oh yeah.
I saw you calling him out. He was really in on the tight end.
The real question is though, is he really a coach though?
He was. As far as intents of what level, I don't know. I'm not sure, but he does have some coaching experience.
Cool, man.
I don't always agree with what he's saying though. That's why we have a good time. Yeah, brother. Yeah. So hopefully Coach will be on. He's spending time with family right now. He's coming in from dinner, and you know how that goes. We got to get permission to get on this thing. So hopefully he'll be in soon, man. But yeah. What y'all think about the draft so far? It's fun.
I mean, it's the second round feels like it's flying by right now.
It is. It's going by fast.
I mean,
so fast.
It looks like these NFL teams do not want to.
They don't, man. They know who they want.
Yeah, which is crazy, which is good.
Let's get some of man, we got a lot of comments, Jerry.
Yes, let's get caught up.
Oh my goodness.
On which one?
YouTube.
Damien, Damien checked in. He's like, no, he didn't like it. DeJuan Jones is still on the board. Benton to Pitt, he was just kind of like he's going crazy. Jaden Reed to the Packers. What the heck? Come on, Zach Charbonnet to the Seahawks, which is crazy. We were just talking about that. I mean, thoughts on that?
Didn't they just get a run back?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker the third. He was amazing.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't know, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked what they did with Devin Witherspoon and Jackson Smith and Jigba. I like that. Looks like they're trying to get younger, but I mean, maybe Kenneth Walker's not ready. I think he did get hurt. I mean, what is it? One of the two, right? I mean, Seahawks, they had that one running back, which is, I don't know. He felt like he was in the league forever and a day, right? Drew, DeJuan, Trent, Darnell. He's just naming everybody that's going off the board. We're going to draft DeJuan Jones, O'Damian. Bears went Drew. O'Damian's just having a hard day. Ruben Reyes. Well, Rev, do you need to pray harder so we can get a Super Bowl this year?
Hey, Ruben. We don't just gotta pray. We gotta fast, brother. We gotta be all in on this thing, man.
Round of applause.
Come on, man.
I like that.
We committed.
David says, Jervin Dexter went to the Bears. Crazy. They reached. For a moment there, it looked like the Bears were doing right by Justin Fields. GFAM,
That's new.
That's new film. Hey, we give a round of applause to whoever joins, the YouTube and comments on their Cowboys game. Jalen Hyatt. Woo! What do you guys think about that? I mean, we're getting closer and closer to the actual pick.
Yeah, that guard's still sitting there, guys. And I mean, Osiris Torrance. I don't know, man. We gotta get on offense here. So yeah, something. Give me something on offense.
I don't know about Jaden Hyatt though. Like, you know how I feel about him, Jerry. I feel like he's a little stiff to me. But after watching the whole Prince wide receiver coach and talking to him, man, it looks like he's like willing to change his game a little bit. So I don't know, man. I don't know about the second round though. I'd rather get a guard. If the guard's there, Cyrus, I'd probably take him.
Well, Hyatt might be there because Chiefs are selecting Rashee Rice, the SMU wide receiver, which is
wow.
Yeah, I thought he would be like a third rounder. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean,
yeah, I thought the same thing.
I thought he'd be in the third round. We got on TikTok. I love the Motzi Smith pick. I don't care what anyone says. That's by Cowboy Dave 606. He also said, "What up, guys? Cowboys get Jalen Hyatt." That was from Overtime Mike, by the way. How do you guys like about how Rev? I know me and Harv, we talked about Motzi. We've talked about Motzi before Motzi got drafted, but we haven't really quite heard from you. What are your thoughts on Motzi Smith? Did you like the pick?
Yeah, I tell you, at first, I was very surprised by it just because of what I saw on the board. I know he was a 30 visit in-house, and I guess according to DQ, he just hit it off the charts as far as interview went. But I don't know, man. I was looking at that board and I was just going, man, this guy's available. Tight ends are available. There were some good players. Corners are available. And we could have moved up in the draft. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba was there at 20. Like, we could have went up and got one of these other guys. So I was just kind of surprised at who was still available. So it was off my radar. But, after kind of thinking about it, sleeping on it, I'm thrilled with the pick, man. This guy's going to come in and make our whole defense so much better. And so Micah's going to be better. Tank's going to be better. Sam Williams. Like, linebacker's going to be able to run free. And I love LVE is much better when he don't have somebody trying to block him. So, yeah, man, I love the pick with Mozzie.
I mean, when you look at it, like, you're able to step back and look at the big picture, right? And you hear, I mean, we're able to listen to Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, even Will McClay, which is awesome to see all four of them there. I mean, clearly the emphasis is to stop the run. So, when I remember when we're seeing the Eagles have had a spectacular draft and they're in the division, right? And the first thing that comes to Harvey's mind when we saw Jalen Carter get selected, we're like, man, tight end shouldn't be our first round pick. Maybe we need to go guard, right? But then you look at when they selected Monty Smith, it's like, okay, I see what they're doing here. And the Cowboys, they have a plan, right, in place, which they can get after the quarterback. Harv, is this a true statement?
No, it's true, man. And I think a lot, not only the run game, but we also got to think about quarterbacks that like to step in the pocket. If a quarterback can't step in the pocket, they're very uncomfortable, man. And that's part of the game too. It's not just about stopping the run. It's about trying to collapse that pocket, not only from the outside, but from the inside. So, man, I think if Micah Parsons is happy, I think everybody's happy. Let's just be honest, man. I think everybody's happy. So
it's a given. But just to add to what you're saying, right? Stopping the Eagles' rush attack, especially with that little sneaky 4th and inches that Jalen they like to do. You're not gonna be able to do that with Monty Smith, man. Monty Smith, when he makes plays and he's playing full, that I understand. Some people say that he let plays off and all that stuff. I mean, when you turn on the film, you see somebody he was in the freak list, but
he was in the freak list.
Yeah, he is the freak. I mean, what did they say? 550 pounds. Was that bench press? 550 pounds. insane 800-pound lat press. It's insane. The guy's a monster. But kind of getting back to it, not only do you stop the Eagles' rushing attack and those sneaky little running plays by Jalen Hurts, but you can stop the 49ers. If this defense can hold the rushing attacks to 100 yards, man, we got a formidable defense that can allow. We saw that regardless of how good the Eagles' offense was, I mean, how many points did Dak put up on the Eagles in that last game of the season?
Yep.
40 burger, baby, as Adam would say.
A 40 burger. Let's get caught up here. Tuli went to the Chargers. He's talking about the edge rusher from USC. Ruben Reyes says, "Yes, sir, you got that right." He said he was talking about of the fasting, not only praying but fasting. Right? Don't like it. Would rather go get Downs or Tank Dell. Those are some names that we've been hearing. Or Tillman, Cedric Tillman. They hating on the short wide receivers.
They are, man. I feel like that's the deal because you got to think. Jonathan Mingo went early, and he's a big wide receiver, so they probably are hating on the small wide receivers, man.
Oh yeah, I mean the Ravens weren't hating on Zay Flowers, that's for sure, right?
No.
I think they got themselves a stud there. G-Fam says, should we get running back Deuce? Ooh, his dad works for the scouting team, right?
He does.
Deuce Vaughn.
Yep.
Jameer Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs, watch second pick. Hoodlum, Drew Sanders? Question mark.
I wouldn't mind, man. But I mean, we need offense so bad right now.
I mean, do we though?
I'm tempted.
Rev, do we?
Well, we do for our line, O-line.
No,
we need an O-line.
What I'm saying is, I think they're still gonna be there in the fourth.
In the
round.
third. Yeah.
Even the fourth. I don't think Mafi goes in the third.
I think he does go in the third.
You think so?
I mean, look at the way. I mean,
everything's early now.
Jonathan Mingo was not even being talked about.
No, he wasn't.
And he went early second round. So I mean, yeah, you're right. There has to be a little bit of a mix, right? And I think you got to go with BPA, right? Best player available. But hey, Drew Sanders, real quick for a minute, Rev. Let's talk about this. Is it easier just to make the 2001 Baltimore Ravens defense?
Look.
Try to repair an offense on the fly.
No. Look, I mean, if that's who they got, I'm good. Let's ride. White chocolate, baby. I mean,
white chocolate.
You know,
did I tell
that's
you?
What I'm saying.
Let's
go.
Yeah,
let's go with Drew, bro. I'm not afraid.
Raw? Drew Raw?
Oh, Drew Raw. Yeah. That's what they call him there in Arkansas.
Dude, Nick Saban's still crying about it. I'm telling you.
Cowboys Dave says it's a phenomenal pick. He's talking about Mati. We need to stop the run. We were 22nd in stopping the run, and that's after we added Jonathan Hankins. I think we're almost dead last year in the beginning. I'd love to get Trenton Simpson from Clemson. This is Cowboys Dave.
I like him too.
He's fast, sideline to sideline kind of linebacker. And then I love what Cowboy Dave says because we've been hearing this. The Georgia Eagles, forget them.
The Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Philly Bulldogs, you know. Craig says we need to take Washington or Sanders. Darnell Washington.
He's still there.
He's still there. What do you think, guys? What do you think about Darnell Washington at this point?
Yeah, I'm not against it. I don't really know. I mean, 28 catches, and we know he can block. We know he's an athletic freak, but I don't know. I would probably still wait on him, but I wouldn't be mad if we picked him right here. I mean, he's going to help us on offense, red zone, and blocking. I mean, that's where we're at.
I think for me, man, like I still get the pictures of Rico Gathers. I can't get it out of my head.
I can't either. You're right. I can't get it either. And you could
throw Martellus Bennett in there too.
And I'm just like, I don't know about that, man. I'd rather wait and get man, Tyreek Stevenson, really?
Yeah.
These corners are coming.
Cowboys are on the clock, just so you know that.
But I think the thing for me is I think it's either got to be guard or linebacker. Those are their needs.
Let's see if we can get caught up real quick. I think we're great on offense. That's by Cowboy Dave. So I guess he's saying focus on defense.
Yep.
Craig says, what about Schmitz? Right, Schmidt.
I would not be against that.
Me neither.
You know who he is, guys? Smith. You know what? Who he is? Last year's draft. He is Lindenbaum that went to the Ravens.
Oh yeah,
That's who he is.
You're right. Damien,
That's who he is.
no, we can get Dewan or Darnell, right? And Damien, he's a little bit upset. Should we get Deuce Vaughn? Like Steve Smith said, scouts don't like short wide receivers. Oof. I think we're getting tight end next. That's from GFam. I think Washington could change the game. He can help us in the run. Oh, John Michael Schmitz went to the Giants.
wow.
Yeah, great pick.
He can help us in the run, and we can teach him to catch.
Great pick.
Cowboys are on the clock. Drew or Osiris, John Michael to New York Giants. Schmitz, the center. That's the thing about John Michael Schmitz that we like right hard was he's a plug and play guard.
Yep.
And then of course if something happens with Tyler Biadasz, because this is the final year in his contract year, and how many players do the Cowboys have to sign?
Yeah,
it feels like the whole entire team, man. I mean, Trayvon Diggs. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want 20 mil, and then
let me give you all the list of names right here that we get. We got Darnell Washington, Osiris Torrance, Jalen Hyatt, Kali Ringo, Adamwa Adabor from Northwestern Edge, Trenton Simpson, that off linebacker or in the box linebacker from Clemson, DJ Turner, Michigan corner, DeJuan Jones, that's who our boy on the channel was talking about, Cedric Tillman, wide receiver, Marvin Mims, Tucker Kraft, Drew Sanders is still there. I mean, we got some ball players available.
They already announced the pick on Twitter, and it's none of those players, ref. And I think this is a reach. The Cowboys look silly with this one. I'll let you guys find it out right now. Jalen Hyatt is right there, and we are taking a tight end. Thank you, Aaliyah, for the heads up.
Is it Tucker?
No, I would. Pick is in, and Joey Kahn, yo, I'm here. Hey, we're here too, man. Leah, a tight end, bro. Like,
please don't do that.
Did we go Schoonmaker? Did we go Schoonmaker?
Yeah, that's who the Cowboys went with from Michigan.
No way, man.
Yep, back-to-back Michigan players.
How?
Man, it's funny, right? We're over here saying the Philadelphia Bulldogs, the Philly Bulldogs. Now we're gonna be the Dallas Wolverines.
No way. He still could have been there in the third round, man.
I mean, I don't know.
I agree. I agree with that.
I really do think that there's something that's a little bit deeper that we're not seeing, and I think the thing is that Mike McCarthy was upset because we did see that there was a little conflict. It took him a while. It took him all the way to pick whatever to the last couple of seconds to turn in that pick, and the reason why is because Mike McCarthy wanted a tight end.
Did he want this guy though?
No, I believe he wanted another tight end, but he wanted a tight end that could play similar to. He has an obsession right now with Travis Kelce, but do you see Travis Kelce in this guy's game right now?
No.
No, this is your traditional tight end.
Yep.
Oh, Damian, Luke, are you serious right now? They love Michigan. Head out of the Martinez. The Cowboys are the Dallas tight end lover. Sheesh, Louise. Joey says, who in the heck is Luke Schumacher, right? Like, man, Cowboy Nation is upset. And Jalen or dudes we trust, right? And in the third round, I don't know, man. At this point, I think the Cowboys really did leave a lot of bone.
They did.
A lot of beat,
man.
They could have really shored up that offensive line, like you said. Cyrus Torres, I think, would have been. I'm not saying he's a perfect guard, but you could train him. You got Duke Manyweather, who everybody works with on the offseason and teaches these guys the right way. What are you gonna say?
Here's my issue with the pick. Is this guy in my mind, is not going to come in and take over Ferguson or Hendershot. He right now, in my mind, this player, he is the third string tight end on this team with a second round pick. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one, guys.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it either. They already announced the pick for Buffalo too. Osiris Torres to the Buffalo Bills, man.
Man, give me that guy.
Yeah,
give me that guy. That one's rough.
Aaliyah said, "I wanted Hyatt. I'd rather chosen Jalen Hyatt, to be
I
honest with you.
think they reached, man, really far. I think Mike McCarthy was upset.
That's a bad reach. I think
Mark McCarthy had to be mad about that tight end.
I think so. That's what I'm saying. I think when you're giving your defensive coordinator the player he wants, that just shows you the future of who's going to be the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys.
I would have rather taken freaking Hendon
A lot
Hooker.
of different.
I would have taken Hendon Hooker if that was the case. Jerry, I'm just saying, man.
Hendon Hooker.
I'm just because I'm like
the quarterback, yeah.
I like in the second round, man. That you're telling me that dude is a second rounder?
Hey, and they've missed on second round tight ends too in the past, man. Martellus Bennett. But once he left the Cowboys, he became good. Gavin Escobar, God rest his.
If that was the case, I would have just taken Darnell Washington.
Yeah.
But you had Drew Sanders, you had Osiris Torres. I mean, you literally could have helped yourself. You could have dropped leaps and bounds. Cowboys Day says, "Tell you what, James Garner, All Pro center," and then Cowboys Day. Here we go. Luke Schumacher, Michigan. Why not Jalen Hyatt? I think this is a pretty good pick, guys. I think he's gonna be good and help us out big time. So Cowboys Dave is actually going on a limb and saying that about Luke Schumacher. And you know what? I think a lot of us last year were saying that about Tyler Smith, right? Because we were kind of set on. I know I was set on Kenyon Green or Zion Johnson, but then Tyler Smith kind of came in and showed us that he could be the left tackle of the future. Kelly One Bell says terrible. He could have been drafted in the 4th round. Remember, guys, and then Cowboy Day. Remember, guys, Tyler Smith last year. This kid's gonna be okay. I'm telling you. Scooter says, was tight end Schumacher a good pick? Obviously, we're kind of confused. Why the urgency in the second round, though? I think Luke Schumacher would be a start right away. He's got great hands. The thing is that with Jake Ferguson, I like his upside, man. I think
that's what I'm saying. Why would you stop that?
I understand if he gets hurt, you're a little thin at tight end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand tight end being maybe perhaps a need.
It's a need. It's a need, but not when the guy is not as good as what's on your team right now. That's we could have just got an off the ball linebacker that started every down. Now we got a guy that comes in, and when does he? I don't know when he comes in. Like and again, this has nothing against Luke. Like I like the player, but I don't like the value of the pick. 3rd round, I'm good with that. 2nd round, oof. Yeah, this is a hard one to swallow.
Over Drew Sanders, man. That's the big thing.
Cowboy Dave says, hey, guys, we should just be happy about it. I don't think Ferguson is the real deal, maybe blocking wise. I don't know. I mean, I think I like the feistiness that he has blocking. Joey Khan says, once again, Jerry Jones is selling, right? Is the 3rd round tonight too? Yes, the 3rd round is tonight. We still have another round to go. And it's going to be horrible because we're going to see all these players that Rev and Harv just mentioned just come off the board, right? Like Osiris Torrance right now to the Buffalo Bills. What happened to Darnell Washington, man? I think what was it? How'd you put it in perspective with him?
He just doesn't have a lot of production from college. And so coming in, he can block very well and he's a red zone threat. Maybe a little bit of a project, but he's an athletic freak.
That he is.
I like the upside of that rather than the traditional. Yeah, there's just nothing real crazy special about this guy. He's solid.
but we also have said that in Will McClay we trust. And if
That's true, man. That's true.
If this guy was on Will McClay's board at this high, then there has to be something special about this kid.
So maybe put it this way. Here's how my mind works. Okay, Luke Schoonmaker is what rated tight end? Like, where would y'all put him? Where's he at ranking wise on the tight ends here?
I would say he was probably. I mean, because the tight end class was deep, right? I think there's like 10 tight ends that that look like they have great upside. And there was what, like 3 of them that look like they could be instant play, plug and play. But for him, honestly, I didn't see the same skill set as what Dalton Kincaid was or anything like that. So he was at the bottom half of the tight ends for me. And I thought,
like, put him in a rank, put him in a number though. What would you say?
I'll tell you, fourth. I saw him as a mid 4th round selection.
Okay, so put him at, as far as like, Kincaid's 1, Mayer's 2, Laporta's 3, Musgrave is 5. You know what I'm saying? Put him in that ranking. Where would you?
I was gonna say he was gonna be like the ninth listed tight end.
You agree with that, Javi? Somewhere in there.
I don't know about 9th. I'd probably say like 7th or probably 7th.
Okay, so we just took the 7th ranked tight end on this board according to the entire draft, when we could have had the top 1 or 2 off the ball linebacker.
Maybe the best.
Maybe the one. So they have to love this guy, or this was I like you said earlier, this is a grudge pick right here. This is, I'm going to pick my position. I get in the next pick. You got your 1st round pick. I get my pick now. That's what this feels like right here.
I mean, I almost like Tucker Kraft a little bit better, maybe.
I do too.
I like Tucker Kraft.
I do too.
I mean, the only thing is Mike McCarthy going to implement more of a 12-man personnel? You know what I mean? So I'm still kind of like in shock. O'Damian's mentioning how the Bills took Osiris, Aaliyah. Actually, we needed another offensive weapon, so let's not get too upset. Besides our main guy, CD, Tony Pollard, we struggled in the playoffs. True. Why not Darnell Washington? Again, I think put into the best perspective, which is, I think it's hard to judge a player based off of lack of production. And I don't think it was so much of skill set. I think it was more they're loaded at tight end in Georgia.
Yeah, they were.
Brock Powers is the real deal, I think, next year. Bengals went DJ Turner, just to give you a heads up on that. I think it's a good pick. Actually, 5 tight ends have gone this round. She's right. And it was crazy, right? Because I think we have Walter Stringer, he lives in Detroit. He's a Detroit native, and he's a Lion fan. He was very upset with Sam Laporta. Then we saw the Raiders, and we're like, 2nd round is going to be the tight end.
Yep.
The tight end. And then we saw Luke Musgrave go too also, right? This guy Luke is like Blake Jarwin. G-Fam says that. Hoodlum is upset. He's, man, what in the world, right? O'Damian, Mike trying to fill a void of missing Dalton. He had no faith in Peyton and Ferg. I mean, that's exactly what you're telling these young tight ends, man. Hoodlum says this team, man, it never fails with them. He goes, he's mad. He's really mad. He really wanted Drew Sanders. I think all of us.
I even like Zach Kuntz. He's 6'7", man. Like, I don't know.
So here's some of Luke's strengths right here. Gets off the ball and into his routes with adequate quickness. He's got fluid feet to get in and out of his route breaks. Sinks into soft spots of zone, allowing space from defenders. Able to drop and dig out of the low throws. Displays the fortitude necessary for NFL run blocking. Generates lift from hip explosion into contact. Keeps a wide base into and through his sustained blocks. Impressive feel for hands resets as a base blocker. Weakness is right here. Fails to impose his size on smaller defenders in coverage. Waits on the throw rather than reaching to attack. Low rate of success when catching in a crowd. Only able to take what is given after the catch. Below average radar and adjustments as the lead blocker. Needs to add additional play strength. So he's ranked at a 6.36, which would put him at 6.36. A good backup with potential to develop into starter.
Wow. Harv, can you look up his RAS and compare it? Because I think for instance, Michael Mayer, everybody was talking about him, a possibility at 26. Michael Mayer did not have an impressive RAS. Dalton Kincaid had one of the most impressive RASs, and I think the other tight end that also had an RAS that was phenomenal, I believe it was Sam Laporta, but Michael Mayer wasn't passing on a lot of things. Yeah, he was passing on the height, the stature, and all that, but his speed and all that, he wasn't. Joey Constance, being a Cowboy fan, is so hard, man. He has a little laugh with it. Huddlum says it never fails with this team. He's about to. He's Huddlum's really mad. He's really mad. I can see it, because we need some offensive linemen. That's Jose Pais, right? We do, and I don't know why the Cowboys. Obviously, there's something they didn't like in Osiris Torrance. I know
his RES is 9.66.
Isn't a 10 almost a perfect score?
So Will McClay might know something we don't know.
Yeah, so these are the things that we don't understand about scouting, but the RAS was implemented by Kent Lee Pat. I believe that's his name, Kent Lee Pat. And it's used now so heavily in the NFL. It's the Ross, the RAS. So that's something to. I wish you could show that in the screen. Can you share that on the screen, Harv?
Yeah.
Aaliyah says, to be positive, Dak has a lot of success when he's playing with multiple tight ends. We've seen that. We've seen when they were in the 4 tight end package, that jumble set, man, anybody could run to that wall. Whoa, this is gonna be a shocker. Jack's just got tight end Bretton Strange. That is, we're seeing a run on tight end. So Cowboys got tipped off, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'5".
People are already saying he's a reach.
Luke is 6'5", 250, so he's a good size.
So look, this is what the RAS looks like, guys.
Okay.
It was good at the size you had it. If everybody remembers last year, everybody was down about Tyler Smith pick, and look what happened. Yeah, we're right on that. What happens if Philly takes Jalen Hyatt? Ooh, Aaliyah would be mad, and so would all Cowboys Nation. So let's look at it, and we can see when you see green like this is something really great. So the height, obviously he's passing. His weight, they don't like his weight. So obviously he weighs 250. I'm guessing if he was 265, maybe even 255, it would be in green.
Yep.
The bench, obviously he didn't do the bench press, but at that point, I mean, you need a bench press. His vertical was 33 and a half, 6.8, 9.8 on his broad jump. So, and he ran what is that? A 4.85?
4.65.
Oh, 4.65. I'm sorry. And of course, his 20-yard shuttle was nice, and his 10-yard split, 20-yard split, 10-yard split. So there's some athleticism to him.
Yeah, there is.
So this is something to look into with
Will McClay. I'm sorry, I go back.
I'm not gonna go back.
He's projected as a 2nd to 3rd round. His comparison is Dawson Knox.
But if that's the case, then we're gonna end up drafting a Dalton Kincaid in the 1st round in like 2 or 3 years.
I don't really know if Buffalo knows how to use tight ends, though. You know, like there's one thing for sure. Like the Cowboys know how to. Like Dak loves tight ends. He loves to throw to tight ends. So, I mean, I agree with you, Jerry. As far as maybe the Cowboys will run that 12 personnel, or maybe even 13 personnel, a little bit more. 3 tight ends. But what percentage are you going to run? You're not going to run 12 personnel. What is 10% of the game, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, the 12 is very. It's. I think when we looked it up, it was like you said, like I think it's only like 20% of the NFL is using 12 man personnel, which is obviously when you have more tight ends, it's to help you get your running game going. So there's obviously something there, but he's not. I mean, from your scouting report, I didn't see him much as a blocker there. Just to get a little caught up with the draft, Broncos are drafting Marvin Mims.
Yeah, good pick for them.
That's a good pick.
There's a good pick for them.
Yep, good pick.
Texans took Penn State center Juice Scruggs, and yeah, that catches us up right now with the draft. Let's get caught up with our. Wow, there's going to be a shocker. Oh, okay, about the tight end Brenton Strange. That's a reach. Damien, I agree. You don't take Schumacher over Drew Sanders. Hullum is mad. Like he's mad.
Hullum is mad. He's upset.
He's very upset.
I don't know. I don't blame him. Though.
I don't blame him. I'm with him. I mean, Drew Sanders.
But this is the thing. If Trenton Simpson and Drew Sanders are still there, I mean,
the thing is that you had an opportunity to get Drew Sanders.
Yeah.
LVE has been known not to stay healthy.
Yep.
I don't know what happened to Jabril Cox last year. I mean, was it an ACL thing, or is it that he just doesn't fit schematically?
I don't think he fits schematically, man. And I think it was said throughout the year. I think he's more of a Javon Curse player. I really do think that. I really do think he's that type of player that can line up with tight ends, safety-wise. He's that type of player.
Damien is saying Darnell has a knee issue that teams are scared of. That's why his name hasn't come off the board.
Oh,
which is crazy because we did some homework yesterday, and yes, did you know Nolan Smith had a gun charge?
Ref? I didn't know. Did you know that, Ref?
Who had a gun charge?
Nolan Smith.
I didn't here recently.
No, in the past, like October.
Oh,
like I believe it was. Yeah, it's still part of his background.
So Philly got a couple of thugs, huh?
Yeah. So when we went and looked at it, we're like, wow, we didn't know this. They really suppressed that information on Nolan Smith. But it's just these are the things that we're starting to fight. And there's another player that we found out something else too. Okay, like with the Monty Smith, the Chiefs wanted to trade up to Dallas. They wanted to trade with Dallas, and I guess Dallas asked them, "Who did you want?" And they said, "We want Monty Smith." Dallas said, "No, we're taking Monty Smith." So the Chiefs were trying to get Monty Smith. So people are saying that that Monty Smith wasn't worth the pick. No, he was going to go. He was going to go. He was going to be a Chief. So just so you know.
Well, I mean, Jerry said that he was 13 or 14 on their board.
We did see that.
So they had a first round grade on him.
I think he said, "No, who gives a shit? We took him."
He did say that. I actually
after that, yeah.
I did a little edit. I love doing these edits, man. And I did a little edit, so I was able to put on there how he talked. Like he was talking about how he showed everybody the draft board the year before, and everybody was not doing. And I was able to mesh everything up together with that. But I had to bleep out that little bad word because I don't want to get banned. David said that the source confirmed that is a true statement by Darnell at the knee. I'm worried about Michael Mayer. He's had injuries the past 5 years. Well, luckily for us, we didn't get him, right? Texas trade up for Juice Scruggs. Yes. Damien, who? Aaliyah's been a comedian. He's a Penn State center, Aaliyah. Center from Penn State. He must be good then. The vibes. I love the pick. Which one? Schumacher? I don't even know. Hoodlum says he's done with the Cowboys.
Come on, Hoodlum. Stick with us, buddy.
Look, Hoodlum, I understand the frustration, but the team is still a very complete team. The Dallas Cowboys team is
Yep.
still a very complete team.
Yeah.
We don't have any needs. Eagles
How
are
many times? How many times every year when they draft, they always reach for somebody, and then almost in the next round or two, they get some of the greatest value. And I don't know about y'all. Every time I look at the draft as a whole, like I'm going, boy, they could have got that guy in the fourth round, and then the guy in the fourth round should have gone like in the second round. I mean, it you know what I'm saying? It works out. Like right now, it does stink, Hoodlum. You know, I'm with you, brother, but I'm thinking they got to do something here in the third round to make up for it. Like one of these guys got to drop, and then for us to be like, all right, all's forgiven. You know, everything's good.
well said. Eagles are definitely going to do that because, especially since Micah Parsons said he wouldn't mind if the Cowboys drafted Jalen Hyatt. You know, at this point, I think Eagles are in a position now because they did what they had to do to rebuild that defense. They could probably have that luxury of being able to kind of go out there and get another skill position. Even though, are they really a passing team, Rev?
No, but I mean, as long as if they keep on, if their ability to run the ball is still there, then the more playmakers that you add to that team, the scarier they are.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I say that is because it looks like sometimes they have a hard time distributing the ball evenly between AJ Brown. It's either AJ Brown has a huge game and Devontae Smith is nowhere to be found, or Devontae Smith has a huge game and AJ Brown's nowhere to be found.
This
Texans took the Eagles spot. Marvin Mims to the Broncos. GFAM says we need to get a wide receiver next. O'Damian is very upset. Also, Cowboys getting offensive line or wide receiver in the third round. I'm calling it. I love it. Eagles have top 3 picks in third round. Damn.
Yep, they do. They got 3 picks.
I think
Dewan and Drew Sanders.
I think what the struggle that I'm having right now is we're beginning to handcuff ourselves to the draft because now we're going to be forced to not go BPA. Like within the next 2 rounds, you got to go O-line. You got to go linebacker. You know, I don't know what other positions y'all feel like the Cowboys need, but I almost feel like
we need a corner, man.
We do need a corner.
We do need a corner.
And the only reason is because, I mean, don't get me wrong, Izzy, you know, we'll call him Israel Makuma. I mean, he did play good in the slot, but I mean, I think Deron Bland is the perfect slot. But then you still got Jordan Lewis who's going to return to the slot. So it's just one of those things where, what are you going to do? You know, look at last year where all those injuries piled up towards the end of the back end of the season. It was horrible for the Cowboys. Jay Fonda, what's up, fellas? We're a little bit. We're
torn, man.
We're torn, man. That second round pick feels like a reach.
We're trying to make ourselves feel better.
We're like, let's look at the raw score. Nah, come on, guys. Let's, I think we'll be okay.
Aaliyah,
need another Twinkie.
Aaliyah says, I think Cox has upside. He does have upside, but the thing is I think J-Ron is playing his position right now. Cowboys need a running back. Tank Bigsby. There's still some running backs left. That's a good thing. I feel like if they wanted a tight end or could have taken Mayer in the first and gotten a one tech in the second, I think like Mati picked though. Yeah, but Jay Fonda, like, I don't know if you get to hear that little spiel or that little story that I said. Is the Chiefs that were trying to move up, and they were trying to move up with the Chiefs knew what the Saints were trying to do with the defense. They were trying to move up with the Cowboys. Cowboys asked them who they picking. They said Monty. Cowboys said no, we're picking them, and that's how it goes. So it's kind of hard, you know. I think at that point the Cowboys want to stop the run, which is I think a good game plan. You still think we go O-line next? Joey Kahn wants to know. The vibe says yes.
Yeah.
Eagles have back-to-back picks. Are you kidding me? Man, it's crazy. Tight end, yes, I like the pick. The Vibes likes the pick. I'm forever shook. we got Tony Pollard in the 4th round. I mean, it took him a while to get to see the time on the field too, right? But when he got going, dang, he's very electrifying. We should trade Michael Gallup for another pick and get Jalen Hyatt. Jeez Louise, man. Clay Cup says, "What's up, Rasa?"
What's up, Clay Cup? You haven't been on for a while.
It's been a minute. They're going O line in the 3rd round. Clay Cup running back, and then Mayer has a lot of injuries. Jay Fonda. Every year we do this. Everybody should be used to it. This was Cowboy Dave says. The division is going to come down to the Giants or Cowboys. Ooh.
Hey, if the Eagles right here pick Drew Sanders, bro, I might flip.
I have a feeling.
I already know who they're picking.
You already know?
Yeah, offensive tackle or Tyler Steen from Bama.
That guy, Jerry, remember his stock was rising.
His stock was rising, and that's their pick.
Thank you.
So they go back to back though, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have back to back.
And they're gonna take Drew Sanders or Trent Simpson. Can you imagine if they do that?
And just to get a little cut up, Bears selected defense tackle Zach Pickens.
Grand slam for the Eagles if they do that.
I thought Zach Pickens went a little early. He went really early.
Cowboys 2nd round pick, tight end Schoonmaker on 105.3 The Fan said he had a formal interview with the Dallas Cowboys at the Combine. The Cowboys love Big Ten tight ends. I'm through the roof. So yeah, that was.
I am not surprised at the position, in the 2nd round to draft a tight end. Like coming into today after we went DT, I said we are going to either go guard tight end or we were going to go tight end guard. So that hasn't changed still in my mind. It's happened. Maybe not the player we thought, but they're going that direction right here. I'm just surprised at the player.
I mean, it's going to be shocking, even if they take, let's just say, for instance, they take any of them. Trenton Simpson, we're talking Drew Sanders, Dan Henley, the Washington State inside linebacker. Any of those guys, man, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, their defensive front is tough.
But remember how we heard it, right? The first round pick, the person that gets the person that gets the selection is Jerry Jones. 2nd round is Stephen Jones. But it was funny because Jerry Jones was blaming Taco on Stephen Jones, but that's the way it goes. But in the 3rd round, that's where Will McClay comes to life. You know what I mean? I think that's where the coaches kind of back off and he starts to really construct the team. So don't lose faith. Obviously.
So Sidney Brown.
Oh yeah, Sidney Brown. Finally, they got their safety too.
So they got Steen and Sidney Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So they got their safety. That's interesting. I'm surprised, guys. Honestly, I'm real high on this guy. Is Antonio Jones? The safety from, is it Texas A&M?
Isn't it Jalen Jones?
Antonio Johnson.
Oh, I'm thinking of the corner.
I'm surprised him and Jordan Battle are not off the board. That's weird.
Cowboy Dave says a Georgia pick was guaranteed. Not this one. Eagles can pick all they want. They can't win the big game. Ooh, I like you, Cowboy Dave. That's a pretty good pick, though. I think they needed it. They really did need a safety. But look at that, man. Jalen Carr, Nolan Smith, Tyler Steen, Sidney Brown. It's really good. That's really good for the Eagles, man. They're really trying to.
Yeah.
They're really trying to rebuild that team and get it ready.
Everybody's clapping around Howie Roseman like he's an architect. Like he's the newest painter. He's the Leonardo and freaking, you know what I mean? Like, look at him. Like, what are we doing now, Howie? Hey, Howie, what are we doing next? Wow, man. Bro, Jerry, Rev, I think the Eagles are going to steal the draft, man.
They should. They should. At least they're burning through all their capital this year and not trading it for next year, you know?
I
They have,
think
they
Jerry.
have
I don't think they had a choice.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you know how they're able to trade away this year's first rounder to get another first rounder, and then look how high that worked out for them this year with the Saints first round that they had. They went to the Super Bowl and they had the 10th pick. That's insane.
Can you
Uh,
imagine? Can you
Carter
imagine?
Carter just real quick. Carter went 10th. Cowboy Dave. Carter went 12th, where he should have went off first or second. Can't stay out of trouble. Not only that, but he can't stay in shape too. He was out of shape too.
Can you imagine if the Cowboys select Chase Brown, the running back?
I mean, he's very dynamic.
What I'm saying is that would put Sidney Brown, his brother, on the
Against
Eagles side,
brother versus brother.
and he would play running back for the Cowboys. That'd be very interesting.
That would be a great rivalry. Broncos select Drew Sanders.
There he goes, boys.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good pick for the Broncos.
That's a hard pill to swallow, man. He could have been a
Oh my goodness, man!
You know, there's a country song saying it should have been a cowboy. I think that's so true, and it's so weird because you know Jerry Jones loves his Arkansas players,
Right.
and I don't know how you can miss that. Do you really trust LVE to stay healthy? That's my thing. I love LVE. Don't get me wrong. I love him as a prospect, but
Wow.
Joey Khan says we still need a running back. Clay Cup says we are getting physical. We are being pushed around. We are turning into a power team. 49ers spanked us. No, 49ers, they beat the Cowboys, but I think the Cowboys beat themselves in that game,
They did.
to be honest. Eagles get Sidney Brown, defensive back. They went Tyler Steen and Sidney Brown. Cowboys need to trade up for Drew or Trent. Sorry, Drew just went. Broncos draft Drew Sanders. The Eagles have 25,000 picks. Yeah, but they look like they're using them all up. Lions draft Hendon Hooker.
Wow.
Can I confirm that for you guys? Let me see.
Wow.
So Jordan Schultz actually just reported that Hendon Hooker to the Lions.
That's a good pick for them.
Love
I
that
mean,
pick.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that would Jared Goff take a $32 million contract similar to Derek Carr, or is he going to want 50
Well,
plus?
the thing is, now it doesn't matter, Jerry. You know why? Because Hendon Hooker's in town now. So Jared Goff has 2 more years on that contract. So if he decides like, hey, I want more money or I don't want to play, they got the backup. So he just has to sit behind Jared Goff for 1 year, maybe 2 years, learn from him, and then he could start.
Hober Ranch says Darnell Washington would have been a better pick. Apparently, there's a knee issue with him. Ruben Reyes says let the Eagles run away with drive because that's all they could run away with because they couldn't run away with the Super Bowl win. Let the Eagles run away the draft because let them run with the draft because they couldn't run with the Super Bowl win. And you know, I think if anything, there's still a lot left. There's still a lot of prospects left on the board.
I'm honestly, guys, I'm shocked on how much talent is still left in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Some of these guys we were talking about 1st round and beginning of 2nd round.
Yeah. Happens every year.
I mean, but this one's a little bit different, man. I really do think that. Because you got to think. Like, look at this real quick, and I'm going to explain this a little bit. We have Kendrick Miller, Devon Achane, Rashawn Johnson, Tank Bigsby, Tyjae Spears, Israel Abanikanda, and Eric Gray still on the board. And you still got Dwayne McBride from UAB and Chase Brown. Those are good running backs.
Yeah. A-Chain's there, brother.
Yeah.
A-Chain is fast too. I think they say he was a track star, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Cowboy Day says there's still a lot of talent left on the board.
There is, guys. There's a lot of talent on the board, honestly.
So O'Damian is saying Texans trade the Rams and they get Tank Dell. Wow. Over Josh Downs? I mean, Houston to Houston.
Would you like a Josh Downs with a chip in his shoulder, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, again, Dak needs
point,
playmakers, man.
yeah, but at that point, like you said, Rev, I mean, Cowboys kind of put themselves in a hole. Do they have the luxury to go wide receiver? Can they go astray? Go wide receiver?
I don't think they do, man. They put
I don't
themselves in
either.
they put themselves in the hole. Red's right.
If they would have gone Osiris Torrance, do you think maybe Josh Downs would have landed within reach?
Yep.
That would have been a good pick then.
Yep.
What about you, Rev?
Say that again.
Like if the Cowboys would have gone, let's say Osiris Torres, right, in second round,
Yeah.
and come back in the third, Josh Downs is there. They take him. Would that have been a good pick in third, Josh Downs?
Oh, I'm in the position I don't want a tight end at all. Like I'm good with what we got. You know what I'm saying? So Torrance in the second, Downs in the third. Oh, I'm 100% down with that.
Because
that's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, because some people would debate wide receivers not like on the list of needs. I'm torn. I know me and Harv don't see eye to eye on that one. I told Harv I want to give everybody that's on the team a real honest share. I want to see
we tried that. We tried that already.
I want to see Michael Gallup healthy. I want to see
we tried that already. It's not going to work.
I want to see Jalen Tolbert actually get a real shot and play in a simplistic offensive scheme.
Here's the great thing about the pick with the tight end, Luke. Obviously, there must have been a gap between him and, let's say, Tucker Kraft or somebody else. You know, there must have been a gap there. So if they believe in this guy, if they love this guy, and I can already hear Jerry Jones going, "We had an early second round grade on him, blah blah blah," or late first round grade. If this is their guy, they just created some very good competition to a young tight end group. That is the only super plus that I can see within there. You know, is that there's some good competition there. So I want competition at the tight end level. I want it there at the wide receiver level. If Gallup is not up to place, maybe Gallup needs somebody there to push him to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need some competition there. Did he go? Did Hyatt go?
No.
Okay.
No,
Hooker. Okay.
It's Tank Dell. He's going to Houston. So Hoover Ranch on TikTok. He says A-Chain. He goes, he'd love that pick because he's an Aggie. Let's see. Texas trade. Just to give a shout out to Damian. There could be players that aren't talking about at the end being stars, which is true. Aaliyah is actually very true. Hey, Raza, Jerry didn't draft a rapper, murder, or injured player in the second. Ooh. I mean, that was like, what was that? Almost 3 off seasons ago, or no, 2? No, yeah, 3, right? Kelvin Joseph was 3 years ago.
Yep,
it was the second round of 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Let's grab Rashawn Johnson in the 4th to satisfy the running back position. I like Rashawn Johnson, man.
And Jerry does like Rashawn Johnson.
Man, I like his upside, man. He's a big. Well, he was a quarterback that got converted to a running back, but he's a big back, for the Longhorns.
Would we be upset if we took Challenge Zavala?
I want him. I want him right now. That I'm already in my mind, Javi. I'm already trying to put into places of the prospects that I want to bring it. So we got Zavala. He is ranked at guard. He is positionally ranked number 3. Of the guards. Mafi is still there from UCLA. I like Mafi.
Yep,
I think they're very similar as far as just bruisers. So, but I'm thinking if you want Zavala, you better get him in the next round. Hopefully, if he's available.
So the Raiders are drafting Byron Young, defensive end from Tennessee. So Tennessee looks like they're kind of their players are starting to come off the board too. It's so funny how Calvin Watkins and Mike Delefko, all these Cowboys insiders have to start doing damage control for the Cowboys nation. So Calvin Watkins put on there. Luke Schoonemaker was a Rob Gronkowski fan. I grew up as a Pats fan, so I was big on Gronk guy, but I knew Jason Wooden was one of the greats, right up there. Absolutely. I don't know how good that makes me feel right now, but Luke also said on his roll with Dallas, line me up in different spots in line, in the slot, just being the versatile player that I am. I think I can really add a lot to the room and add to the team. So they're really doing some damage control here. Somebody said, look up Deuce Vaughn. He is from my hometown. I've seen him play personally. Hashtag sleeper. He's a tiny player, but he looks very interesting. Uh, Sequence says big back, no wear and tear on his body. He's talking about Rashawn Johnson.
There's some good receivers right here, guys. We got Jalen Hyatt, Josh Downs,
Yep.
Cedric Tillman.
So yeah, look, Damon said.
I mean, I like all three of them guys.
Still on my radar. Aaliyah said, I'd also like to remind y'all, these are kids being drafted. Kids referring to them as trash or garbage. Your live tweeting from your basement is ridiculous. Stop it and be open-minded. And I guess it's a quote she got via Haley Sutton. But she's right. We got to be careful. I mean, the young men,
Yep.
we all make mistakes. You know what I mean? Saints draft Kendre Miller. Damn. Oh, Damon, where you getting your feet at?
That's a good pick for them, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ari Miroff tweeted that out. TCU running back Kendre Miller is picked 71. Whew.
Oh man. You just said he just got drafted?
By the Saints.
Saints.
Oh man. There goes a prospect.
Well, the thing is that going to create a run on the running backs?
I think it's going to start, man.
That's where you observe these
Yep.
That's when you start to observe these picks, right?
But see that's where I'm at, man. If you play the game, like there's a tempo of the draft. It's almost like, hey, these guys are leaving, they're going off the board, we got to pick them. But if you're at a place there where you're reaching, man, it's almost like, man, go to a different position and try to reset.
Oh, somebody on, was it T Quinn 419 says, I got to give you guys your props. You guys do a great job. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Round of applause, man. Thank you. Oh, Damien, I got my sources. Damien on the clock. Oh, David liked the comment. I'm still waiting on my boy Byron Young from Tennessee, name called. I thought the picture I saw was Byron Young from Tennessee, but no, it wasn't from Tennessee. It was Byron Young, the defensive tackle from Alabama, who's going to the Raiders. Remember yesterday when I was telling you, Harv, I go, they really need to revamp that defense. They're with the Raiders. Adam!
Adam's back!
What's up, man? Let's go, Cowboys! Let's go, Luke Schoonmaker.
Hey, man, you know what? This is what I'm gonna say. Look, this is what I'm gonna tell everybody. It looks like he's already ready to play in my eyes, man. I changed my mind. Let's go. we gotta be positive, man. We gotta be positive.
Oh, we don't have a choice.
Exactly,
don't have a
Rev.
choice.
Exactly,
Like
Rev.
hey,
You already
Hey.
selected him.
We got him
he's-
already.
he's family now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right, you're absolutely right.
he's one of my kids. You know, I can't boot him out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Is the third round tonight? Yes, it is. It is tonight. It's a long haul. I hope you're ready, Leo.
Right now.
If
Right
he's still
now.
there at pick 90, I will not be mad to swoop him and move him to linebacker. Ooh, he's talking about Byron Young. Remember the older 25-year-old? He's going to be a 25-year-old edge rusher.
Yep.
I think that's good. That's probably why he's still available because he looks talented.
Yeah, he does.
Way to go, being positive, homies. What's up, Rev? I don't
What's
know.
up, my guy?
Yeah, Adam has been kind of like a day one, pretty
Yeah,
much.
he's a day one, but he's been slacking lately.
Hoodlum says, "What can he do that Ferg cannot do?" That's a good,
Exactly.
question. And you know what? Somebody on TikTok also said that. Somebody said, "I think Ferguson and the second year and Schumacher, Schoonmaker, I'm sorry, make a very formidable 1-2 punch." But I like Peyton Hendershot, man. I love that guy.
I'm telling you, the front office loves Hendershot. I'm just letting you know right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
So
like him.
T Quinn says Saints
the tight end
Saints just grabbed a good runner, Kendrick Miller, TCU. The kid from TCU is going to be good. Yep. And King BC said it's got to be something with Jalen Hyatt that we don't know because he's still on the board. Guys, what is it about Hyatt, man? Why is he not going? Jerry, do you think it's those things that I've been saying? He's stiff. He's a stiff player to me, man.
Well, I mean, then he
I
didn't
don't
run a
know.
40. He backed off his 40.
I think it could be his route tree.
And that's what I'm.
He's always open, Rev.
I know, but that's the thing, Jerry, is that
You can't teach that.
9 route, and what else can he do?
a post.
That's it. But the thing is that when you're actually looking at a prospect, I took these courses. They said the one thing you want to look at a wide receiver is how open is he, or is he always catching contested catches?
Yeah.
And he's always open, man.
Cowboy Dave on TikTok just said, don't Hyatt have a bad right ankle? I wonder if he medically didn't check out.
Perhaps, but he didn't remember the 40 was low. It was 440, and then he backed out and he didn't participate anymore. So something's up.
He's football fast, man. I don't care about the 40. He is fast. He can fly. I'll tell you this. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that he might have struggled with the bump and run, getting off the line, and if somebody's in his face, he might have struggled of getting off the line with that. And if you struggle in the NFL, you got to learn how to get off the line.
You do.
Harlem says it. You took a tight end in the second round when you had Schultz. You could have just paid him. Makes no sense, man. I mean, obviously, there's something with Schultz. Schultz has a bad attitude. I don't know if you know that.
He does have a bad attitude.
If you're to even like retweet him or quote retweet him something bad, he'll block you on Twitter. That's how immature he is as a human being.
He will.
Yeah, but he goes on to say it's always the Cowboys, man. It never fails. Which we understand. We understand. And then a season goes in, and the second season,
Giants are trading up. Is it Hyatt?
Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Yes, they did select Jalen Hyatt.
That's crazy, man. Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you what. I think the Giants are having a good draft too. Didn't they select Deontay Banks?
Yes, that was their first round pick.
Yeah. And they select Schmidt, the center, and now Hyatt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, team.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot to process right now because there's still a lot of players. Garrett Williams right now to the Cardinals, a corner that I hate to say this, but corner could be a need. I mean, the way it looks like, if the Cowboys don't get a deal done with Trayvon Diggs, I think Trayvon Diggs is going to be holding out.
Yeah.
And then what do you do? I mean, how long do you have Stephon Gilmore for? I know Deron Bland does good, but I mean, is Israel really ready to step in and become a corner after being transitioned to safety full time? T Quinn says Giants just traded up to get Jalen Hyatt. Let me see. Sources have confirmed, but there is a speculation that Ferg has a dislocated knee injury. Let me look that up because he was working out with
Dak.
recently. Adam laughing out loud. There goes Javi being mean to me. Hello, day one to the end, guys. I love you, Adam. Oh, David, you're funny, man. I'm gonna have to translate it. He's saying like, man, what's going on? That Will McClay said, you know what? The heck with it. I'm just gonna let Jerry Jones make the pick with that second round pick. The thing with him, Aaliyah says, the thing with him is he can be really great or a bust, apparently. And she's talking about Jalen Hyatt. No in between from what I heard. She's talking about Jalen Hyatt. Why would you take tight end in top 3 Browns, bro? When your tight end walk it, make it 0 sense. Hold on, let's have a little faith here, man. The third round's coming up. There's still some talented players. I mean, we'll see, man. Hyatt is smaller than most receivers. That may be why he hasn't gone yet. Yeah, he's very thin, very skinny legs too. Albert,
he runs by people, man. He runs by people while they're standing still.
Oh, he's new. He's new. That's my boy. That's Nicolau.
Yeah,
he's a grave digger.
I love it.
Let's go. What did he say?
What's up, Javier? Finally got to see your live. Good stuff. He likes it, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Make shoes at Hello. Only thing that would make me happy if we got Josh Downs. I think that you and that's Harvey's guy right there.
Smooth like butter.
Or Darius Rush. He does.
I'm good with that one too.
He does look like a very interesting. Browns drafted Tillman.
Wait, the Browns drafted somebody?
Yeah, they were finally on the.
Hold on.
They were finally on the clock, and they did. Yep.
I was thinking for a minute they weren't even in the NFL.
Yeah, Cedric Tillman to the Browns. That's good. That's good for them. They got a lot of wide receivers now, don't they?
Yeah.
Amari Cooper. Yeah. Who'd they get also?
Pickens.
Oh, Damien, I'm gonna cry.
They got Elijah Moore. They traded for Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore, man, that guy is a beast, and that guy's a monster.
Yeah.
I guess you know what that means.
Brother Cuz.
Oh, look at that. Cedric Tillman.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
To the Browns.
Great pick.
That's what I'm telling you. They got a bunch of wide receivers now.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper, like you said, Elijah Moore, he's going to be a beast. I mean,
look at that.
They gave Deshaun Watson a bunch of playmakers now.
Back-to-back Tennessee receivers.
Yep.
And that too, right?
But if you look at the boards, guys, those are the top players available still, I think, Rev, right?
Yeah. Yeah, hey, Trenton Simpson's still there, boys.
That's crazy. Why?
I don't think he's an instinctive player.
Okay, Leah.
Cowboy Dave says, I think Giants made a mistake. I think they should have taken Tillman before Hyatt. Giant Hyatt, type reasons for concern. Transition from extreme speed, tempo, offense, 1 year of meaningful production, slender build, developing route tree, and ability to win from more alignments. Aaliyah always comes ready, man.
Hey, bro, I'm signing off.
I'm done. Aaliyah, you want to take over? Falcons get edge Zach Harrison. His name picked up steam at the very end, right? Towards the end of the draft process.
Yep.
And that has been confirmed.
Hey guys, there's still I'm happy, man. I'm okay with the tight end now. I'm looking at all this talent. There's no way we miss. There's no way we miss. There's just too much talent left. We're talking about Darnell Washington. He might probably not go to the 5th or 6th. We got who else do we got? Let me see. Let me refresh this real quick.
Jelani Woods. Doesn't he remind you of Jelani Woods too? Like as far as height, stature, and then also like about being a developmental tight
Yep.
end.
Yep.
But they drafted him in the third round.
I mean, we still got like Kelly Ringo. Would you take him in the third?
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick, man, for the third.
Even Eli Ricks.
Yeah, Eli Ricks. We got Adetwamwe Adabor, the defensive end. Trent Simpson. We still got. I mean, we won't draft Tucker Kraft, but he's there. Riley Moss, the cornerback from Iowa. Jair Brown from Penn State. He's pretty good. Damian Henley, the inside linebacker from Washington. We got Devontae Chain.
Henley is a every down linebacker.
He is, man. I like him.
Every down, yeah. He's a ball player.
But the three prospects that catch my eye, right? The big ones are Josh Downs,
yep,
Clark Phillips, and Chandler Savala. Those are three guys that really catch my eye that potentially we could pick. And how many picks are we away?
We're picking 90th.
So we're still 15 picks.
Yeah, we got a little ways to go.
Yeah, more or less. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. We appreciate you. Thank you for the likes on TikTok. Even though I gave like 1,000 of those. Hey, I'm a hustler, man. I try my best.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think of Marte Mapu?
Oh, hold on real quick. I know that that's a name, but somebody has a question on TikTok. T Quinn says, "What do you guys think of Siaki Uku from Baylor?" We were talking about
Jerry. We talked about this. Would we be mad if we took Mozzie Smith in the first and Saki in the third or fourth? Would that not solidify something that we were?
We want to stop the run.
Can you imagine?
Defense that won't get tired, man.
Because this is the thing. Saki's. We're talking about two guys, right? At 660 pounds between the two. Right in the middle. And you got, take your pick. You got Micah Parsons on one side, those two big boys in the middle, Sam Williams on the other side, or DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm just saying, man.
What do you think, Rev?
Yeah, I mean, to double dip.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're talking about what, 700 pounds of mass?
Almost 700 pounds.
I mean, just
I'm okay. I'm okay with it, Javi, in the sixth. I'm okay with it in the sixth.
I'm not saying I don't think he'll go now, but I'm just saying you're right. Like imagine.
Oh, I'm good with that. I love it. I'm good with that idea.
Wow. So the Patriots did draft Marte Mapu.
The Patriots did?
Yeah. They got
when?
that. Well, I just got the notification.
Hey, he's going to be a good linebacker, Jerry.
Well, the Patriots did need that hybrid. And if you look, it looked like they got upset with the Lions picking Brian Branch.
I didn't think he was going to go this early, Jerry.
I think he was going to go this early too. His name caught steam at the very end. Look, even O'Damian said Pat selecting Marte Mapu. Safety, laughing out loud. I was like, wait, don't go. Aaliyah doesn't want you to go out. Man, Hoodlum is mad. He really wanted Drew Sanders.
He did want Drew Sanders.
Well, we all wanted Drew Sanders, I think. I think it's easy to say it at that second round.
Let me give you all another linebacker that to look for. And Hoodlum, I hope you're listening. Maybe get your hopes up. DeMarvion Overshown. Look him up. Look up some tape. 5-year starter.
Texas.
6'4", 225 pounds. He's athletic. He's a leader on his team. He played from the get-go. He was one of the 30 visits, so maybe the Cowboys pick him up in the next few rounds or so.
I think that it's a very good possibility because I believe Dan Quinn actually went to go visit him.
He did, and this is what I'll tell you what they liked about him, because I remember this guy. He has the quickness to beat blockers to the point of attack and the length to keep blockers off his frame. That's a big deal in the NFL, man.
He's a long prospect. Somebody said Jesus Bonuelo says, let's get a quarterback just in case.
That's a possibility.
Hey guys, Cowboy Dave. Hey guys, don't we need another safety?
Remember, I said this, Jerry. I think we do.
Yeah, everything right now is on the board. Jalen Hyatt, top reasons to buy in: explosive athletic profile, vertical receiving skill set, elusiveness, in and out breaks, and has ball skills. That was Aaliyah's guy. She won it.
Yeah, she did.
And Kraft still on the board, bro. You telling me Schumacher is better than Kraft?
That's what I said, Rev. I think that's what we're in consensus with that, right, Rev?
Well, the only thing about Tucker Kraft was he's small school, small college.
Yeah.
His experience as far as the route tree goes, he's a raw player. He has all the tools. Like he's actually, as far as his athleticism and his traits, he's a pro. But his experience at a high level, I mean, Schoonmaker has him on that. The more I think about Luke over there, I mean, he was a good player on that team, and they were more of a running the ball type of team. But when they threw the ball, they threw to him. They threw to him quite a bit over the middle. So
yeah,
I mean, he fits what we're doing. That's what we're talking about here. When we're looking for players to play for the Cowboys, they don't need to just be good players. They need to fit what we do. And
True.
I think the Cowboys know exactly the players that they want. Like I don't know what their draft board looks like. Maybe they got 100, 200 players on their ranking boards, but it almost seems like every year their board might as well be 11 guys because they know exactly who they want, and they kind of feel like how it's going to end up anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know where Luke's ranked as far as Mayer or whatever. Maybe Luke was right after Kincaid, which is insanity to me, but there ain't no telling as far as their board is.
We could all be wrong. We could all be wrong.
I mean, I think at the end, I think Rev had it. I think Rev, you hit it right on. I think you got it right on the money. Maybe that was his guy. That maybe that was Mike McCarthy's guy.
And they pick the guys they want. I'm
telling you, he's the head coach.
The only reason why we don't like him, and Hoodlum, I know you're ticked right now, but the only reason we don't like him is because we don't know about them. We're mad about Tyler Smith. Why? Because we didn't know about him. We're mad about Micah Parsons. Why? Because we didn't know about him. Like he didn't play that year that he got drafted.
I wasn't mad about Micah Parsons. I was beating the table.
No, I was happy about it. But again, people get mad because they don't know about the players.
You're right. You're right, Rev.
You got to give them a chance. Let them come in. They're on the team. Yep. It is what it is. We don't agree with it right now, but they got a plan. I do trust. Maybe he fits the West Coast offense really well. Maybe that type of scheme he fits really well. I don't agree with. You got 3 tight ends, and then you barely have any linebackers. That's where I struggle with. You have 0 left guards right now. That's where I struggle with. So
Colts select Josh Downs.
Wow.
And just to get a little caught up, Rams drafted O'Damian's boy, right? Byron Young, the Tennessee edge rusher. And also Packers selected they double dipped on tight end. They actually selected Tucker
Kraft.
There we go. Look.
I mean let me see.
This is where these guys are supposed to go off anyway. We were looking at Josh Downs late 2nd, 3rd round. So if the Cowboys really wanted him, trade up and go get them, but they just haven't done that in recent years. They've sat right where they were and picked the guys they wanted.
Yep.
You know, I can't lie. As we get closer to the pick, guys, I mean, A-Chain is looking pretty tempting right here.
He is.
He is.
Trenton Simpson looks pretty good to me.
Can you imagine, guys? The Colts.
I think with the Trent Simpson, I know you're talking a little bit about him. Just to kind of add to what I was hearing, also Rev and Harv, was that he's very small. That maybe he should be a safety. So
he's a tweener.
He's a tweener. So he's basically be another Jabril Cox. Basically, Aaliyah says nobody will be better than Micah Parsons. We're with you on that one, Albert. Your boy Albert says, I know this is a Cowboy fan podcast, but what do you think about Seahawks first round picks? Good or okay?
Amazing.
Good, man. They got Devin Witherspoon and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
They got the two top. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba is the best wide receiver in this draft. I'm sorry, hands down. Devin Witherspoon.
Yep.
Devin
agree with you.
Devin Witherspoon was up there. I kind of like Christian Gonzalez, but I think he was right there, right there, hand in hand to be the top corner. Guys, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I like the first two picks, but I like the second and the second round picks too, with Derek Hall, the edge rusher, and then they got Zach Charbonnet, like the running back. I think they have a good draft, guys. What do you think, Rev?
Oh yeah, big time.
Panthers
big time. I'm a little jealous right now. So
yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, no, there's quite a few other teams.
And you think they went defense twice and they went offense twice?
Your boy Dayon High-End too, Henley, I'm sorry, from Washington State, the linebacker. He's also available too.
Yeah, so I think if you look at the Seattle Seahawks, they're trying to play a chess match right now. They went two really good offensive players and two really good defensive players. They got to stay up with those 49ers, man. That's what their Achilles heels was last year, was the Niners. So I think it makes sense, man.
I wonder if
Henley Simpson and Overshown. They are very light linebackers. They're runners. They're not thumpers. So, Overshown just has the height, maybe he's more of a safety type of our safeties. I can't even remember his name right now.
But
Jaron Curse.
Getting back to the Seahawks, I think they're having a quiet draft, man, like a really good draft.
I think the first round they blew it out of the park.
Yeah.
I mean, after that, they had some questionable calls. Schumacher's not a bad player, but it was a value there. Okay.
Yes. I agree. 100%.
That makes sense. I like it.
Yeah.
I think Rep kind of helped Hudlow kind of understand. Draft. Packers double dip on tight end. I mean, they could have got Jackson Smith and Jigba we're talking about him. See, y'all out of tight end have gone this round about 7 or 8. She's right, man. She's absolutely right. They obviously, I think Rev, you were saying they know what they want, but at the same token, they know where their value is at, right?
Yeah.
And if they would have waited, they wouldn't have got the tight end that they wanted. Same with a defensive tackle. Damien said that. Coach select Josh Downs. I ain't going to lie.
So give me.
So he started pass.
We're sitting here at pick 17 right now, or maybe 18, because I'm a little bit behind y'all. But so give me one guy right here. We're about 10 picks away. Give me one guy that you want, Jerry. Javi, give me one guy on the board that you're saying just one. I know we're losing some guys right now, but who do you want with this next pick right here in the third round?
I want either Zavala or Mafi. I want to solidify the offensive guard. Either or.
What do you think, Javi?
I'd probably go Mafi over Zavala.
I think Mafi will be there in the fourth round. I'd be honest. Chandler Zavala will not be there. I don't think. I would have to go. Regardless of what happens, Rev, or are you just talking just straight up?
Who do you want the next pick? Like who's your guy right now that you're looking at and you're going, I don't think I can live without this guy.
It has to be Chandler Zavala, man.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Who's your guy, Rev?
Yeah, I think I want Zavala. I'm very tempted by these other guys. I mean, Trenton Simpson should have been late first round from the get go. He's here in the late third for whatever reason. But Zavala, I'm so nervous about not fixing our O line. Like that scares me. You know.
Yeah,
that
because
scares me.
Jerry Rev's right, because if we look back, and I keep bringing this up, right? We were ranked 26 in a pass win rate in the NFL when it came to pass win rate. 26. The top teams in the NFL, and we're talking about just Eagles and Kansas City, they rank top 5 in pass win rate percentage. We have to go guard, man.
But you know, there's been years in the past where I thought, in my mind, this was a need and like they had to address it in the draft. And it was almost like because they didn't get it in the right round, they just said forget about it. So if they end up like bypassing guard as a whole, I mean, I would think that would be a travesty. But if they do that, which there's a chance right now, maybe they lost their guy. But if they don't address that position, then what that tells us is they are dead serious about bumping Terrence Steele inside.
Yeah,
they're serious about their 5 guys and rolling with Matt, whatever his name was,
Well, let's go
as a swing. Yeah. So you know,
I
don't like that. I don't like that idea.
It doesn't make no sense because Terrence Steele and Zach Martin have a great rapport together.
Nothing puts me past this team.
Well, you know what, guys? Though honestly, we're maybe it's something that we don't know, because maybe Shuma Edagoba is our left guard. The guys we got from the Jets, you know what I mean? We don't know that. And we also have Mike Walesko. Jerry, can Mike Walesko play guard?
I think he's too tall, man.
I'm sorry, not Mike Walesko. Josh Ball. They're talking about Josh Ball playing guard.
Oh, what Josh Ball he does have good upside. I just don't understand what's going on with him and his maturation. So I just think that the spotlight's a little bit too big for Josh Ball. But I mean,
yeah, but at tackle, yes, but at guard, I could see him playing guard.
I can't.
I can.
I can't. I can't because he's 6'8". I can't. I can't imagine for a quarterback to drop back and
Mike McCarthy already came and said it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they also said Terrence Steele to guard as well, which I don't know what's smoke and I don't know what's real. The Josh Ball to guard thing is just bizarre to me. I know what you're saying. I'm with you, Javi. He's horrible at tackle, like flat out horrible.
He is.
So maybe this is a desperation. He's going to play guard. I don't think he makes it out of camp. Like he's one player being drafted away from being booted from the squad.
Yeah.
I think you're right on that one.
Oh man. We just missed on our guy.
T Quinn just said, "What about bringing Zeke back for guard? He blocks well, like versus San Fran." Come on, T Quinn.
Tajee Spears to the Titans.
There's another Cowboy.
Oh my goodness! No, my guy.
I didn't want to say nothing.
Not.
Yeah.
Jerry, I'm crushed now, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's
no.
Because they let me get to the comment section.
You want to know who our running back's going to be, Javi?
Oh my God!
You know who's going to be? It's going to be Zach Evans. That's who he's going to be.
And that's crazy because he got kicked off his high school team during the Texas Championship because he broke some rules.
The Titans, man, come on, why?
Man, they probably got the next Chris Johnson right there.
I think they did, man. I think they did. That performance
And
against USC, man, is crazy. What do you
his
had? 200,
agility is
220 yards against USC in that bowl game for the win? Oh my goodness, man. They got a star.
So Jesus Manuel says, in order for Dak to succeed, we need a good offensive line, and Dak needs to be double threat. In other words, I guess using the running game. I'd like to get Simpson linebacker or Riley Moss,
God, I
safety.
can't get over this, man. They took my guy.
With Jones be good pick. About bringing Zeke back, good guard, he blocks. I think that's a real possibility.
Guys, I gotta.
Oh, Damien
I'm
says
so mad right now.
I'm tossing my cowboy gear. Aaliyah says exactly just because we don't know these players due to not being big name out there doesn't mean they're bad.
yeah.
It's Trent Simpson or Henley. We have to go linebacker or O line. Not gonna lie. Hudlum says it's always the damn second round. That with this team.
You are right, Hoodlum. You
There
are
is
dead on, man.
There's nothing
It
wrong
is.
with the second round.
It's feast or famine with that second round, man.
It really is.
You're right, Hoodlum.
Except for Diggs, right? Trayvon Diggs was a go, and Sean Lee, but Sean Lee, man, I mean, he couldn't stay healthy.
Tank was the second round.
Cowboys must know the elite sleepers go later in the rounds. They're on something. Panthers draft linebacker DJ Johnson. Kind of getting caught up. Lions have the best draft. I don't know about that. Henley would make me cool. He'd be good with that one. Detroit Lions have says Simpson is outstanding, but highly questionable football player. Oh, damn. So this is actually Walter Stringer. He's actually East West main scout. He's the guy. You know, they're here at East West, and so for him to say that means that there's something going.
He knows his stuff, man.
He does.
What did he say again?
Oh man. She Spears she wanted to touch you. Buck selecting Yaya Davy. I don't know if that was a misspoke. He says Trenton Simpson is an outstanding athlete, but highly questionable football player. That speaks volumes. So I don't know if there's something. I don't know if that means that there's something questionable about the way he plays football,
Or how can he understand it?
He struggled with recognition. His instincts, from what I saw on the tape, his instincts were not very good. He got washed out a lot of times because he couldn't read and react. That's just what I saw about him. But here in the third round, I don't care. You know,
So
I'd take him in the third round.
Broncos traded up again. One thing Will McClay does is draft well. He has he has hit on most of his picks in the past few years. Diggs gambles a lot. That's why he gets burnt. Yes, that's why Harv does not want to re-sign him. Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, I don't want to resign him.
O'Damian says yes. Instincts were garbage for Trenton Simpson. Only thing keeping him this high is his speed and power. From what I heard, people said he's not instinctive. Yeah. Simpson didn't like to stay in school. They got to get their story straight. That's by Cowboy Dave. So Simpson didn't like to stay in school. They got to get their story straight. So I guess all that added up together. I guess that's why you see that with Trent Simpson. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there, man, and we'll see. We'll see what the Cowboys do next. Hopefully they get the ship going in the right direction and we start really building this team together. So just so you guys know, here's a little bit bigger. I'll try to show you. This is Jake Ferguson's raw score, and this is Luke Schoonmaker's side by side. So you can kind of see it there. That's it. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's a big difference.
It's a big difference. So Luke
Hoodlum, do you feel better, Hoodlum?
So this is the type of player that you're getting. Jake Ferguson, like I said, 6.86 raw score. Luke Schoonmaker is a 9.86, almost dang near 10. which is a perfect score, which is a perfect prospect for that position. Basically, what that Ross was created to tell you. Like in other words, he has the athleticism, he has the size and athleticism to be successful in the NFL. Let's see here. So the Broncos select Riley Moss. Wow, the rich get richer there with the Bronx, man. They really building up that defense. But Jake was a fourth rounder. Yeah, he was a fourth rounder too.
He was.
Hell no, was passed up on Drew Sanders. I'm not getting over that. And this is the team right here, the Broncos, right? Drew Sanders. I think that they took. I think that year the Cowboys were really sold on. Were they sold on Micah, or they're gonna go corner that year?
They're gonna go corner, but the corners went. And when they went, me and my brothers were ecstatic. We
Because
said it has to be Micah. It has to be Micah.
I think
We have to get Micah.
I think the Cowboys were really all in on Patrick Surtain, right?
Mm-hmm. They were in on Patrick Surtain. When he went, the next pick was Micah, and we were just everybody. My brother Jay was like, I don't know, guys. Me and my Alex, we stood on the table, man, and we pounded the table like this guy is special.
Oh yeah. Pass rush wasn't a need; it was a want. I'm telling you, Broncos did good with this kid. He's gonna be all pro. That's Cowboy Dave. How about Herbert, linebacker from
He's
Wisconsin?
not really a linebacker though. He's more of a pass rusher.
But with Dan Quinn, he can make anything, right? We're almost there. We're almost there.
I think Coach got lost, Rep.
Oh, there goes A Chain to the Dolphins.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another guy.
Wow.
It's just like the rug is just being pulled right underneath you, right in front of you too.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys? Come on.
Cowboy Dave. Dan Quinn to make my wife rush
Passer.
the the passer.
Has coach said anything on Discord, Javi?
No, I haven't
Did he
seen
ever
anything on
respond?
I haven't seen anything on Discord.
Okay.
Our pass rush was top three. Only thing getting in the way was not getting interior help, which is
So I just got a text from somebody. They just said I'd like for the Cowboys to get Matt Corral from the Panthers. He's a rookie last year, but broke his foot, I think. Dude's good, just needs a chance.
It really does. I'm actually big on Matt Corral.
Isn't that the one you said, Jerry?
Yeah, from the Panthers. Yeah, he's the one with he's the one with a strong arm. He came out with Trevor Lawrence and Justin Field. I think he kind of went through like a little bit of an alcoholic stage because he didn't get that pass like when he transferred from Florida to Ole Miss. He had to actually redshirt. He had to sit out, and he went through depression. Great kid though, man, and he has a strong arm. I think he has a future. Texas had a great draft, man. Texans had a great draft, man. I can't even lie. They really have killed this draft. They
I
really
just got a text and they're giving the Cowboys a C- on Luke Schoonmaker right now.
I mean, we could have gave him that grade. I mean, that ain't a surprise.
I mean, it's so easy to just to throw a C. I could have said D. You know what I mean? Like the Chargers got Dion Henley.
Yeah, grades are
Oh
grades.
my goodness.
Yep.
What are we doing? Come on, guys.
They know who they want, Javi.
They know what they want.
They're sitting there, and I'm watching the War Room.
Guys,
I'm
I
watching
feel like
the War Room. They're just hanging, man. They're sitting
guys,
right there. They're
just feel
talking.
I feel like this is I'm not feeling good, man. Like they took three of my good players, man. The linebacker, I-Chain, and TJ Spears, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they are just sitting tight. They're just sitting around, chilling.
Oh, guys,
Yeah.
come on.
So TikTok can kind of see this is what this is what Rev is talking about. Look at that. This is the Dallas Cowboys war room, and they're just sitting down there. Look at that. Looks like Mike McCarthy's just drinking some drink right there, real nice and slow.
They're
Uh,
like, we're getting our guy, right? Is that
yeah, we missed out on value, but we got to see the full picture. That's exactly what Rev is trying to get us to understand, right? Let's not be emotional. Cowboys strive on their tight ends,
how can I not get Tajay Spears, man?
but of,
That's a guy that moves the needle.
but of course they did. They suck every year, so they don't care.
Rev, come on, man.
Somebody told Damien says, "Is he still there? Don't worry. I really doubt we go running back. I think they're sticking to Pollard and Rojo. That Luke Shoemaker pick sucks the life out of the fans. It really did. Chargers selected Ryan Henley. Honestly, I don't care about grades. Laugh out loud. Grades are about the rounds they're drafted, not the player overall. Jeremy Jones made it clear they're not trading up their picks. Jeremy Jones. That's so funny, Leah. I did like Henley's bravado. I think that he's a very impressive young man, very confident.
Where do y'all see in the war room at?
DallasCowboys.com and just click on the draft show. Do you guys think what do you guys think of Noah Sewell, which is Penny Sewell's brother?
I think isn't he kind of slow?
He kind of reminds me of an old traditional linebacker in the NFL. Rev, what do you think about Noah Sewell?
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot of him other than he's got a brother in the game, so he's a different type of player than there's some athleticism there. I think some length, but I don't know. It doesn't surprise me. He is where he is right now. So yeah, there's just not a lot of activity going on in the war room. Conversation looks pretty dull.
Somebody said Blake Freeland, all offensive line to the boys. That's Cowboy Dave. Billy Dunn, go Cowboys. Do you think Cowboy?
So what I'm thinking right now, guys, is we need to think outside the box. We need to think over. We need to kind of get Savala out of our head and maybe offensive line out of our head right now, and kind of maybe ask what other positions would they look at right now.
Safety?
Nah. Well, I mean, maybe Kelly Ringo's still there, and I mean, he could be a safety / corner. I think they've talked about that, so maybe a real possibility for the Cowboys. I mean, we're almost there, guys. We're almost at the draft, so.
But I mean that legit. Like, guys. Clark Phillips is still on the board, man.
That kid can play, but
Clark Phillips is second from Utah is a gamer.
He's such a small player.
He is small, but the way he plays, Jerry.
So Trent Simpson went to the Ravens.
That's a good pick. That's a Ravens pick.
That is a Ravens pick. Ravens have always done an amazing job with their draft picks. J Tuck tweeted out, if the Cowboys were I think he's upset with the Schumacher pick too. Says the Cowboys were so concerned about the tight end position, they should have just signed Dalton Schultz. And she meant to say Jerry, not Jeremy. I thought she was making fun of Jerry. I think we reached on that pick, man. People saying Bucks did with Clancy, but they might have been the worst breach, bro. Trent goes Ravens. Another one gone. How do you, Johnny Brewer? How do you think the Cowboys drafting this year? We are known for being good at drafting. That is not looking good. We're still, we're still kind of discussing the second round pick, and we're up on the clock at 3, and just a few slots away. So we're about to be able to really tell you that. Or more Schumacher that have reached all over it. I mean, come on, guess look at the name. I'm gonna just wait to see the Cowboys do because I've been caught off guard every time. Alex Lopez don't understand why the Cowboys are not. What's the last word?
I don't know.
Hoodlum. Guys, what's up? What's up, Hoodlum?
Guys, this is so nerve wracking. You cannot let me down this last pick and then let me down again. You can't do that.
I think, in my mind, you want to make it up to me right now. Maybe draft Trenton Simpson right here. And in my mind, we got Luke in the third and Trent in the second. And, maybe I can reconcile that a little bit.
Trent's gone.
Yeah, Trent's gone.
Simpson?
He went to
is
the
he
Ravens.
really?
Yeah, he went to Ravens.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Jair Brown, safety out of Penn State, went to the 49ers.
That's a good pick, man.
Well,
he's a good player.
They if you look at it, their defense is really predicated off the safety position.
They are.
At cover 6.
They are.
You need safeties. I think Overshown is still available. Is it the Marvin Overshown?
Yeah.
We're gonna reach on a wide receiver watch. That was by O'Damian. Don't understand why the Cowboys are not styling, profiling, willing, dealing in this draft, like for reals. That was a Ric Flair.
Yep.
Hate to break it to you, but you may be let down. Cowboys get players we've never heard of. Jair Brown to the 49ers. Is Chase Brown still there? Yes,
he is.
Man,
yes.
We gonna be good. That's the vibes. I love it. There goes another three hearts from Craig. Appreciate the love, brother. Let's see if we get any kind of
yeah, Cowboys did. There goes another safety, brother. Yep. Kilo Ringo, man. I think it's great value there. Blake Freeland's still good value, I think.
Jerry Jones is on the phone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was a 2-second phone call.
Somebody called for a trade.
I probably did.
No, that goes to Steven. That never goes to Jerry.
So Steven is on the phone.
Steven is, but now Jerry's on the phone. I think they're making their pick.
My grandson had it on the phone. That's crazy. It's kind of cool to see. And Darius Rush, we should have just taken him. Let me see. Come on, old Damien. Where's your source? No, we're not, man. This draft could have been way better, man. Alex said Mike wanted that tight end and is going down with the ship, laughing out loud. Really is, man. I really do. I really hope Tank Bigsby goes to the Jags. We going offensive line. That's the vibes. And Tank Bigsby to the Jags. Appreciate that. Darius Rush, yes, sir. Cowboy Dave. I mean,
does that make sense for the Jaguars though? Does ENT was he hurt?
His first year, didn't he tear his ACL?
Yeah, but he wasn't hurt this past year. Why would they take another running back?
I don't know. And they traded James Robinson too.
Yeah, they did.
To the Jets.
Yeah, they need depth there. Well, Jerry's off the phone.
He's off the phone. Okay. And now his grandson is on the cell phone.
Yeah, his grandson's the one that makes all the calls for him. So then he'll call whoever and then hand the phone around. So I'm not real sure.
Whatever happened to him? I thought he was supposed to be the Cowboys' next quarterback.
Is that his other grandson?
No, that's not the one.
That's not the one.
No, that's not the one.
They look alike, which is crazy. What about the Longhorns' backup running back? He had a very good season backing up Bijan Robinson. He's talking about
But this is my thing. Is it Ro Jones and him the same running back?
no Harv.
They are.
No, Rojo's not a big back.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
How tall? How big is he?
He has skinny legs, Harv.
That doesn't mean anything.
Rojo's huge, man. He's like 6'2". Or maybe D-line. What do y'all think, man? I think right now
He's 5'11".
Steven's on the phone right now. Steven's on the phone.
you're talking about Rojo.
Yeah,
right?
he's 5'11", 225.
When he came into the league, he was small.
He's 5'11", Jerry, 225.
Yeah, he didn't weigh that much when he came into
He's big, man.
When he came into the NFL, he wasn't that big.
I got you, but he's big.
Hey, Will McClay's on the phone. That means they're.
Yep.
I think
Will
Will's
McClay's
calling
on the phone. Yep.
He's calling the player right now. Will always calls the player.
Cowboy Day says, "Oh my God, 90th pick. Cowboy selects Stetson Bennett."
Stop, dude.
All right,
Stop.
there it is.
I didn't.
Will hands the phones to Jerry.
Zavala.
Jerry's on the phone.
It's Zavala, guys. Come on. It's Zavala.
Rojo.
Let's see who he talks to afterwards.
Rojo, a big back.
He is.
After our last pick, I won't be surprised if we draft a kicker at this point. No point in trading picks. Oh, we're at pick 89 already.
There's Jerry Jones. He's on the phone with him. Look, Mike McCarthy has a big old smile on his face. Look at Mike McCarthy. He looks happy.
He's grinning, huh? He's blushing. That's what he's doing. He's blushing.
Guys, let's look at this real quick. Jerry already knows who it is.
I don't see DQ. This is offense here.
It has to be offense.
This is offense. Yeah. Mike's on the phone.
Well, Chandler Zavala, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys.
It's an offensive player or what?
Jerry, I know you know already.
He's looking for the OC.
Jerry
it's defense, guys. It's defense. Here's Dan Quinn. It's defense.
What?
Dan Quinn's on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah, when Dan Quinn's on the phone, that means it's defense.
Yeah, we're defense now, bro.
Are we going Baltimore Ravens style?
Wow, that was a quick phone call with DQ.
Alex says O-line.
It's not O-line, guys. It's defense, guys.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me, Jerry. Jerry, don't tell me, Jerry.
Hey, Hey, Javi, can you turn it up on your end so we can hear it?
I don't think we're going to be able to hear it.
Yeah, I can hear that.
They wait to the third, they get it. That's a relationship with Josh Heupel that
real
Joe
loud.
Shine had, the head coach. Now, when Heupel was over at Oklahoma, Shine was a young star.
Is that good?
Yeah.
He is. They get their guy. They get center and a wide receiver on day 2.
So, thank you for that, Peter. It's now time for the Rams' latest pick.
Am I reading into something, or does Peter think that maybe people thought we gave the Eagles too much love yesterday?
What's wrong with DeJuan Jones?
In the 2023 NFL Draft,
Okay, question.
the Los Angeles Rams select Kobe Turner, defensive tackle.
You know who I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say it's Overshown. That's who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say DeMarvion Overshown.
He's fun to study.
Yeah, they haven't announced it.
He's the East-West Shrine Bowl.
All the Cowboys cast members playing for the Cowboys draft. I'd love to see us draft Ringo right there. LA Ringo, like Rick.
That's going to come with getting stronger, but very quick. He's
Or
going to play
Damien
the side
City.
line of scrimmage.
Damien, I was about to be mad.
How to play that position a
I
little
think
bit
he's
undersized.
good.
I guess maybe Aaron Donald.
Yeah, when
Yeah, so
hey, when he walks up to the podium, just turn it up.
Yeah,
out
I'll
there,
turn it
'cause
up,
I want to hear it. Yeah.
it is the player you said right now, bro.
90th pick in the 2023.
Cowboys' latest pick. It's time to see what the Joneses are shaking hands about.
The Dallas Cowboys selection, please welcome back Drew Pearson. All right, thank you. Y'all don't know, I used to be a Kansas City Chief fan growing up back in the day. Until I was bused to become a Dallas Cowboy.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of my Hall of Fame teammate Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, with the 90th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select the Barion.
I like the pick, man. I like the pick. I like the pick.
Obviously, it's clear they want to stop the run.
Yeah, they want to stop the run.
What do you think, Rev?
I like it,
Yeah.
man. Rev, I'm happy.
I mean, yeah, I put him on the TikTok. You know, I talked about him as one of the players that the Cowboys are going to look at later, but a little early for me. But
I mean, it looks like he reacts.
You got to go
Rev.
around early with these guys.
It looks like he reacts really fast, Rev.
Yeah. Yeah, he's big, Javi. He's big. He's 6'4", man.
Are we building the 2001 Ravens right now? Huh, Jerry?
I mean, it looks like it. It looks like definitely the Cowboys knew that they wanted to stop the run. That's exactly
If we take an offensive line in the 4th round and in the 5th we draft Saki,
Yeah.
This could be dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how serious it gets, but definitely I do think a running back is next tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow, look, the linebacker run looks like it's starting. Dorian Williams goes to the Buffalo Bills, and they needed a linebacker really.
They needed a linebacker.
I mean, they lost their first rounder. So, and Overshown kind of reminds me of him. If you look at the big picture as far as stature wise.
I want to see him take on a block. I want to see him shed blocks. That's where I want to see him. You know, right now he's all in space, and he looks good. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's touching him though.
Yeah,
he's side to side. He's going side to side and making tackles, making plays.
I have him listed at 6'2.5".
Oh, 2.5. Okay.
Wow.
I thought he was taller than that.
Yeah, I thought I had seen 6'4", but obviously he's close to 6'3".
Okay.
If you look at it, that's where.
Yeah, Dorian Williams. Yep.
Dorian Williams just got selected.
Guy, I just can't believe DeJuan Jones is falling this far.
That's crazy. I thought he was a good offensive tackle.
DeJuan Jones, Clark Phillips, Darnell Washington, Kalo Ringo, Adatom Adamore, defensive end from Northwestern. They're falling.
Very great pick by Cowboys Dave. Remember 20 seconds in the league last year. Guys, we are going to stop the run.
Yeah, we are.
Defense and run the ball on offense. Remember, defense wins championships.
Hey, we talked about this. That's a need right there, boys. You know.
Yeah.
We got defensive tackle. We need a linebacker. We did need a tight end. You know, we get the O-line, and then we get our backup quarterback, and we call it a day.
I honestly think we can get Mafia in the 5th.
I did see on TikTok somebody say Aiden O'Connell. What about Aiden O'Connell as a backup quarterback? And some people are high on him. Damian Overshown is a Cowboy. That's a win. This is a win, guys.
Yes, this is a win.
DeMarvion, the linebacker. Everybody liking Aaliyah says it's a win.
It's a win.
Like 10 minutes ago. I saved it for last. We appreciate that, O'Damian. He says, so it's very obvious that the Dallas Cowboys will be banking on the defense, balling out the offense all season, bailing out.
Bailing out.
Yeah, the off season. I think you're right on that, Jose. I think that's what they're leaning on is the defense. Number one defense in the league by Joey Kahn. What do you guys think?
Yes.
If these rookies can step in and make some form of impact, do you think that we have now the number one defense in the league now?
Yeah. Yeah.
We are building the 2023 Dallas Cowboys. He's a really good player, first team all defense, I think. I believe he was first team all defense. Oh, Damon says his RAS or his RAS was fifth in linebackers. Elite in speed. I told you all we're going to be good. Damian knows his stuff.
Hey,
Defense wins championship. We just have to trust Dak now. So,
can we all agree that Dan Quinn has a little bit more weight in that room than we think?
I said, what did I say, Jerry?
really does, man.
I said that.
At this point,
Yeah.
it's crazy. They're giving him the players that he needs.
Yeah, they are. Can you imagine being a defensive coordinator, getting paid like a head coach, and then just getting what you want?
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that, man. You have
Yeah.
no responsibilities other than your defense, and you're getting paid like a head coach.
What has
it doesn't
what
get
has
any
been the
better
most
than that.
impressive? What has been the most impressive thing about our team the past 2 years? It has been what Dan Quinn has done with our defense.
With the pass rush.
It really has. Yeah. I mean, Micah might have a lot to do with that, but the way he schemes, man, his relationship with the players, he puts them in the best place possible. And so, yeah, man, I feel very confident. This is a tall, rangy dude. And what is it? He's not going to put him in a tough spot. He's going to let him run like a deer and go chase some ball carriers down. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's going to do.
And
This guy might be like a tweener, safety / linebacker kind of guy.
And we cannot forget about Damone Clark too.
Yeah, we can't.
Damone Clark is the fastest player. He's the fastest player on the defense.
He was a rookie.
Yeah, he was a rookie last year.
Yeah.
Yes, defense wins championships, but we just have to trust Dak now, right? That was where we left off. G-Fam, we need Deuce Vaughn now. And we said, I'm a scout at heart. Oh, Damien said that. Yes, Dan Quinn is basically in charge. Yeah, it looks like it. He's giving the Cowboys a shot. Mike ain't doing nothing. Mike just complains about the referees mainly, right? Now he can coach this offense. Texas players rule. Clark is a dog. And Craig Lufgren says, a very good pick. This has been a solid draft. So some people are very happy with it. Overall, before we sign off, right? We're done, man. Cowboys are done for the night.
Hey, who's this right here? Who's that right there?
That's Mike McCarthy.
Give me my tight end. Give me my tight end. Poor guy.
He's losing the team, man.
Dang.
But he's a very good athlete. He can redirect. I think there's a lot to work with.
We feeling better, Javi? You feeling better?
I am. I'm happy, man.
Me too. I'm happy.
Good.
I'm happy.
Good, man.
Well, I am happy with that pick. I like these Texas prospects.
Can play together potentially on the same side of the line of scrimmage. That's Andy Reid in the Hawaiian shirt.
Yep. Tomorrow's gonna be a great day. I mean, that fourth round's gonna be big, and what are we looking at? Running back, offensive line. We got to go offense, don't we, guys?
I think that's where you have to start. Filling in the blanks, right? Look at the picture, filling in the blanks. Dan Quinn is already the head coach, laughing out loud. Don't sleep on Devin Harper also. Don't forget about him.
That's true.
Hey guys, great night. Let's do good in the next 4 rounds. Everyone have a good weekend. You too, Cowboy Day. Appreciate you. Yes, Will Levis was actually I believe he was the second pick in the second round. Somebody asked. Where did Will Levis go? Yeah, Will Levis is now the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
That's it, gentlemen.
Our possibilities and yours are truly.
It's time to sign off and enjoy the rest of the draft.
What do you think, Rev, overall?
When you skate, Virgo,
Yeah, I mean, it's never what I think, it's never what I want, but in the end, it's I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Big picture wise, defensive tackle, tight end, linebacker, all three positions we needed. And so we still got to get that lineman, man. Hopefully Zavala's there or Mafi's there tomorrow. I'm praying. I'm praying. That's what we'll do. We'll do tonight is we'll do some praying. All right, Jerry.
It's a fast.
I think honestly, I agree with Rev. I have the same outlook on it. I think at the end of the day, for me, I think the Cowboys know more than the Cowboys. The one with Clay knows something we don't know, and he thinks there's still a lot of guards out there. He has to think that at this point. So I think we'll be fine. But I'll tell you what, man. Darius Rush and Clark Phillips are still there. And that's crazy for me.
You never know. Anything's possible.
So
I think with Clark Phillips, I think he's what 5'8.5" or almost 5'9". I think
5'9". Yeah, 5'9".
smaller, not the Dan Quinn type of corner that he likes, but it is what it is, Overall, I mean, obviously they have a plan to stop the run.
Yep.
And then obviously they use Shoemaker as they're able to bring in some more 12-man formations. I think that's going to show you they're going to run the ball a little bit more. O'Damian says, "Have a good night, fellas. Big day tomorrow. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. See y'all." All right, sounds good. G-Fam says, "When's the fourth round? Saturday, I believe. 10 a.m. Central Time.
Yep.
Right now or tomorrow? No, it's tomorrow, man. Steelers draft Darnell Washington. Damn, there he goes. And
good for him.
Finally, my guy is
Good
off the board. Yeah, good for them. They are really having a great draft, man.
They are.
So they're right there neck and neck with the Eagles, man.
Pretty cool that Joey Porter went where his dad played ball. I love that.
That was a great way to start the second round. First round was crazy. Second round, what a second round.
Hey, it was good to have you, Rev, man. I know it's been a long time coming, man, but we got to do it on the draft watch party. Appreciate it, brother.
We do appreciate
it.
And there's gonna be more projects together. So make sure you guys go follow him. You want to throw in all your plugs, Rev, before we sign off? Where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, at Rev Kramer. And then of course on TikTok as well, same thing at Rev Kramer. So preaching podcast. We usually run on Saturday nights, usually just once a week. Me and my buddy Coach, we kind of run together, big Cowboy guys. And so love for anybody. We're on Twitch and YouTube. And we just started our TikTok for Preaching Podcast this past week and just throwing up content every which way, man. Hopefully just try to get the work in and get things grinding. So, yeah, man, look forward to continuing to work with y'all and hanging out anytime you want me on. Love to be there, man. Love y'all's show, man. Just y'all put out great stuff, great vibes. I love the energy. I love how people can be mad and talk trash, and you guys are just, you're still super cool with it all. You know what I'm saying? They can say what they want to say, and you go with the flow. So I love that. I love that. So yeah, man, a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
Appreciate the kind words, Rev, and make sure you guys give him a follow. I love the TikTok content. It's really great. Rev, it's Rev _ on TikTok.
Yeah.
Rev _ Kramer, right? With a K.
With a K. Yep.
Oh, find new guys, follow them, and retweet and retweet his stuff. There's a thing on TikTok. All you got to do, what is it called? Repost, right?
Repost. Yep.
Repost the stuff.
And what I'll do is I called this pick here with Overshown. I'll throw it in the Discord so y'all can see it. I talked about Simpson and Drew Sanders, and I said if they don't pick those two guys, here's the guy that I believe they'll pick. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go.
You guys found the right people.
That's it.
Let's see here. Let's get caught up real quick. What did he say? Damien said, and like always, E-Girl still The Eagles, right? The Eagles are still the Eagles. That's what he's saying, right? I just found hilarious how everyone is saying there's no way Cowboys messed this one up, laughing out loud. Yeah, I think that obviously the Cowboys had a clear plan. I know the players that we like, but obviously the plan is to stop the run the ball, and I think that's a winning formula for any team. Everyone join the Discord. Oh, Damien is absolutely right. Rev is on the Discord.
Yep.
Yeah,
y'all join Discord, man.
Yeah, join it. That's it for us. TikTok, you guys be nice.
TikTok, be nice. TikTok.
And YouTube, we will get back with you guys soon.